Welcome to DuckCast episode 69, the Christmas episode.
Should I have brought a yarmulke or something? I mean, I did that the last time, but
I'm
not really feeling too festive. I already spent my holiday.
Yeah, so I'm good. Yep. That was gonna be the first thing I asked you about. How was your cuh?
How was your cuh? My cuh was very good.
How was your Hanukkah? I said, how was your Hanukkah?
It was fine. We first year was the first time I invited Teddy to come over because we invited like not just the family but family friends too. So Teddy came over. You brought a Switch too, and at some point during the party, we had the thing in tabletop mode, and he had Smash. He got Smash recently. He only played a little bit that day, so we were playing it together, and like my cousin's fiance play Smash too. So he was like, "Oh wow, that's Smash Brothers! That was a new console, the Switch. You got another controller, and I had a third one. So the three of us were just playing Smash in the living room." So
that sounds great. Me and Gage have been playing Smash on the Wii U again a lot lately. He has a Switch, so he might be getting it. Mm-hmm. That'd be fun. I'm not getting a Switch. I'm gonna mooch off other people. I learned something that deeply saddened me today.
What?
This is, those Christmas specials always have the sad moments, so I guess this is our sad Christmas moment. Gage, my very close friend of like 14 years, is moving in 2 months. Far away.
Far away?
Yeah.
How far away?
Yeah.
Like states?
Like North Carolina, 10 hours away, so it's actually not that bad, but...
I mean, don't you visit there every year? At least
but
it depends on where in North California, but...
I visit my grandma, and, like, I don't know, I need to be seeing my grandma when I go to North Carolina.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, we're going to keep in contact, obviously.
I mean, you have experience keeping in contact with people that don't live near you. I mean, I wouldn't...
Oh, yeah.
I'm just making a wild guess, but... Yeah.
Yeah, no, we'll be fine. And a couple of Gage's family members aren't moving. Some of them are staying here, so that gives them a reason to visit. So I'll see Gage a couple more times, but it's no longer going to be call my buddy up the street. Like, that just upsets me a little bit. Like, I mean, I knew it was coming. We're both 23 now. That's what happens in life. But yeah, like Gage has always been the most reliable person I've known.
There should be a tribute
like
video.
Every single... Yeah, if I ever need him for something, and it's not like he's just, even when he isn't available, I know what his schedule is. Like, he's always been so good with letting me know when he's available and when we can do stuff. He never cancels. He's just been a very great dude to know for all these years. And I'm sad to see him go. He told me this just today, because me, him, and Pinsack met up for a little bit. So yeah, no, like, it's not like just talk. It's actually happening.
In 2 months, he knows like exactly when, like, because moving is a process, dude. Like,
yeah, they already have plans, and maybe there'll be a delay. I don't know, but he's saying that it's like, the house market's good right now. It's very good, and they have people who are apparently already like interested in buying the house. But yeah, he said like beginning of January. Or no, end of January or beginning of February.
Do you hear my laptop fan by any chance?
I hear little noises in your background. I don't know what it is. I always
I hope it's not
stuff.
Too distracting. It wasn't like this when I recorded, but over time.
I always hear stuff in the background. The audio always sounds fine in the episodes.
I mean, if I had my cooling fan plugged in, you'd hear a lot more, but so, I don't know. But yeah, that sucks, man. I mean,
it's good. It's like a bad thing and a good thing. Yeah. Like he's moving on to the next part of his life. You don't want to live in your hometown your whole life. Like you gotta move forward. And I'm happy for the guy. I hope that he. You
just gave Wreck-It Ralph 2's message in like a few minutes. Then like a lot quicker than Wreck-It Ralph 2 did. I saw Wreck-It Ralph 2 and it was like, I'm not gonna spoil too much. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like, there's one thing that how it opens, and it was so weird. It opens on something completely irrelevant. It's like these three. It's like a live action scene of like these three business executives in suits and ties or whatever, and they're like Skyping or whatever, and like they're just talking about like, hey, the audience is gonna see this Wreck-It Ralph movie, and like I don't know, it was just really weird. They're making all these jokes about.
I heard about that. It opens with them talking about the movie they made.
It's very out of place, and like then the movie starts. Like by the time the movie ends, you think back on that one scene. It's like it had nothing to do. You would think when it happened, but no.
I heard that the movie was like, what I keep hearing everyone saying about it is it's not a bad movie, but it's not a good movie. It's just unoffensive, and the only part about it that's terrible, I hear, is the part where it just shows Ralph and a bunch of internet memes. Like there's this montage, I guess.
It's very in your face. it's just as bad as the I mean, I've never seen the Emoji Movie, but like
I did.
Just Wreck-It Ralph 2 is just like the Wreck-It Ralph 2 trailers, in my opinion. It's really bad. The one thing that I really liked that I knew I would like from the trailers is the princess scene. I mean, that was fun. You know, it was just fun. It was Disney, you know, whatever. Yeah. I mean, at the same time, they're also advertising for their own properties. Like, look at what we brought. There was like a Baby Groot scene of him. Like,
I know, I saw that on YouTube.
But at the same time, like putting those things aside, like there's some little things, but it's I don't know. It's very weird. It has a big.
I'm not interested.
It has a big villain problem where, like, throughout most of the movie, there isn't really a villain, and then out of nowhere, they just throw a villain on your lap, and you're like, okay, here's the plot, I guess.
I honestly think I would rather see Illumination's The Grinch before I saw Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Yeah, I was surprised by the percentage of reviews for Wreck-It Ralph 2.
I don't like, and maybe this is like, I know a lot of people really like Penelope, and I don't like Sarah Silverman doing a high voice. That annoys the hell out of me.
I don't think it's Sarah when I hear the character anyway. I think of the character.
I find the voice so ear-grating, but apparently I'm not. That's not a popular opinion, so you know what? That's their own. I think the character's likable in the first movie. I just don't like the voice.
What they did with Ralph and Vanellope in this movie is that like they made Ralph. They cranked his dumbness up a little too much, and it's a bit irritating. And then Vanellope is just all about herself. If it's like I don't know, it's like her character's trying to move on to like better things, trying to start a new life, but at the same time, it's like I don't know.
I also heard that. Yeah, I also heard that like Ralph, a big thing for him, and this was one of the few things that actually did get my interest. Because it makes sense with the character from the first film, is that like a big part of his movie is just he's overly attached to her and like doesn't have like any social boundaries and has huge abandonment issues, and that works really well with the themes of the first movie. That's a proper way to continue it, I think.
A thing that they did really weird in this one is that like for a sequel movie, it's like okay, let's think of like a dartboard and let's think of some things that it could land on. Okay, let's say in the sequel they get into a fight throughout the movie. That could be a side plot, right? A very predictable side plot, right? They do it, and it's like they get annoyed at each other and it's like a domino effect into other things. But it's like the thing that started off with, it's like why'd you have the characters get mad at each other for starting with this thing, and then it's just I don't know, and then he resorts to doing some other things, and then. Snap of the finger. Oh, I'm so sorry. And now he learns the error of his ways, and then it takes a whole boss fight thing going throughout a city for him to apologize. And it's like, okay, we saw this coming. Great.
Did they actually do Fortnite dances?
Maybe I forget. Did they? Probably.
I don't know. I heard people saying they were doing
there was
that.
A Fortnite reference. They showed a little thing like there was like there's this area in the movie where Ralph discovers this thing that's not YouTube, it's called BuzzTube, and he meets a character called the Algorithm.
I fucking hate that. I hate that people.
That was a whole side plot from the movie. Like when it got to a certain point, and then how Ralph breaks the internet, how the title makes sense is that he becomes a viral meme. I hate
the fake fucking names. I hate when anyone does that.
Yeah, Buzz.
I mean, at the very least, a completely different website. I was watching the new season of The Simpsons earlier just because I want to talk about it in my 2018 television video, so I'm forcing myself through some episodes, which I'll say this, that they're not good, but they are better now than they were a few years ago. there isn't quite an episode as bad as like Lisa Goes Gaga in any of these or any of that. Have you ever heard of that one? You at least know of that. That's like an infamous episode. I bet you at least.
I don't
heard
watch
of
so
it.
much Simpsons. I haven't. You know.
There's an episode where it's basically just Lisa and Lady Gaga, and it's as bad as it sounds. The most unlikable character on The Simpsons teaming up with a celebrity to take on bullying, and it's really bad. So you have to turn off the show whenever it's Lisa centered. She's horrible. I like in the old episodes she's actually not a bad character, but she is so fucking irritating in the new ones. Just every word from her is annoying. But I was watching that, and there's an episode where like in this one scene, they have so many different knockoff brand names that they just name in the scene, and it's so cringeworthy. And it doesn't make sense because they say stuff like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Pepsi all the time.
It's all about what brands accept the sponsoring, the marketing. Some people they don't even some companies don't even ask. So they have to come up with their own thing, or maybe they did ask and they just said no. I think that makes more sense. But
we are way too anal about
they're so desperate for references and hey, this relates to you, doesn't it? I don't know.
Speaking of cringe, did you see YouTube Rewind?
Yeah. Second most disliked video so far, or maybe first. It's at number one. Oh wow!
It is number one now. It's the first
Justin
YouTube
Bieber.
video to. Yeah, it's the first YouTube video to ever get 10 million dislikes. And it also, you have to give Baby this. Justin Bieber's Baby is the most disliked video, but I actually think it had more likes than dislikes. I think that YouTube Rewind had 2 million likes and now has probably going on 11 million dislikes.
I don't even want to get into a discussion about how YouTube Rewind should be done. It's been talked about so much, but I'm not taking a jab at people that criticize it. That's not the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, me neither.
It's just, I can't. They're not going to get better as long as the people in charge are still there. It's going to be the same, and they still have the same company. I think. If you saw that video, the one video, Marcase Brownlee, who was in the YouTube Rewind, he made a video talking about it. He was saying this one company that's been doing it since 2013, 2015, whatever, has been doing a Project A, something like that. I don't know, but I feel like they should get a new team to make the things because it's not YouTube technically it's making, it's this one company that they pay.
Dude, but I this YouTube now. One of my favorite channels got shut down, and their reasons for shutting the channel down have been completely contradicted.
What channel?
The guy even Mumkey Jones, the guy who made the Rich Elvis documentary.
Wait, what
he
happened?
Is done. His main channel and second channel got taken down because YouTube said that his some of his Elliot Rodger videos broke their guidelines, and he had a contradiction for every single thing they said to him. And YouTube just decided eventually not to respond to him anymore. He even freaking I've defended this guy, and I have to give him props for this too. Freaking Keemstar was looking out for Mumkey. Mumkey's a way smaller YouTuber, and Keem was contacting people because Keem actually knows people at YouTube. There was other people who were trusted flaggers that were looking out for this guy, and YouTube's just no, we're not bringing him back. But hey, Logan Paul, you can have a fucking movie.
YouTube is not going to learn until they have actual
competition.
They
need to die.
Twitch is the closest thing, but they're not. They don't do the exact same thing that YouTube does. Yeah, it's
can compete
tough.
with YouTube's live stream. That's it.
No one else. It's not as mainstream, and no one's going to find something like YouTube and want to gravitate toward it because YouTube is just the Facebook of the internet. It's just
you know what could defeat YouTube?
What?
Pornhub. Pornhub is already a super popular video website. People upload stuff to the website.
What if you're...
And people upload stuff to the website that isn't porn all the time.
Okay, but what if you're pornophobic?
Then get the fuck off the website. You probably belong on YouTube.
What about get off the internet in general because it's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you know what else I want to say about Rewind, and I'm saying this being a fan of a lot of these people. Everyone keeps giving the one thing people keep giving Rewind credit for is how they are representing animators now. They're representing story time animators. I like Odds Ones Out. I like Jaded Animations, but they have such a simplistic style. Like, if you want to talk good animators, and again, not I love their videos. They shouldn't change a single thing, and they deserve to be in the rewind.
Don't they do animators that are over 1 million views though? Because that's their rule. I think.
Yeah, but people shouldn't be giving them props for that, because of course they're going to make it in. Their content is super family friendly, and it's simplistic. It works perfectly for the website. Again, I like their videos. I like the both. Those are the only two I really know. There was a cut one there. I don't watch anyone but those two, but they're not really representing anime. They're representing something that deserves to be represented there. But I mean, look at freaking Oni or Psychic Pebbles, or I don't know, like Hot Diggity Demon had a pretty big year. Like, you're not gonna, and Hot Diggity Demon has over 1 million subscribers. Like, I don't know, you're not gonna acknowledge these people who like have real, like really great animation.
What did Oni do this year animation wise though?
Oni is an example off my head, but yeah, like he didn't do anything. I'm not saying he should be.
Hot Diggity Demon, I can agree with, but
they want to let Hot Diggity Demon in no matter what though, because his content's kind of edgier. He defended Apu and said women shouldn't be Ghostbusters, so he's not getting in there.
Oh man.
Have you been watching the new Brain Dumps?
I saw the Apu one. Did they upload another one since then?
There's 2 new ones.
Oh well, I haven't kept track.
He did one on Venom, and he did one on the Grinch, but the one on the Grinch was one of the episodes that he does. You know how occasionally he does an episode where Goofball interrupts the whole episode?
Okay.
Yeah. The Grinch episode was like a skit. Like, there was no... He got cut off, and it's...
I kind of don't want to see the Venom one until I see the movie itself. Grinch, I'll see it, yeah.
Yeah, the Grinch, like, it seems like he's doing a storyline this season, I have to say that. I'm cool. Skeptical. I'm skeptical, but you know what? I like me and Hot Diggity Demon. Solid word for it.
It's a lot of effort to make a review and also at the same time like try to build and are connecting all the reviews together or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it normally comes off as really cringe. People do that though.
I feel like though, personally,
I used to love it. Nowadays, I'm like, you should do one or the other. But I mean, I'm okay with skits. But they have to be really like, you can't be like nostalgia critic skits or anything. It has to be like.
What I'd be okay with is like
skits very okay.
What I'd be okay with is like if you do reviews and then like other videos can be like still in that universe, but like just be episodes of Brain Dump, but not as a review. You know what I mean? So then they're actually, episodic.
I think that when Hot Diggity Demon does story and skits, it's a lot less cringy than Nostalgia Critic. So I'll give him that.
There was a post on Instagram I saw from Channel Awesome that they're moving first of all from their studio, and B, Rachel Teets is coming back next episode for a thing, I guess for the Christmas thing. So something.
I miss. You know what? I gotta be honest. I miss liking Doug Walker, but I'm not okay. I think honestly I could have been okay if they would have at least like fucking explained themselves, but they didn't. And like, some of the claims were petty shit, but a lot of the claims were like, no, you need to acknowledge this. You're supporting someone who let all this horrible shit happen. I'm not going to shit on anyone who still likes Nostalgia Critic. I'm not going to say that you're like, I'm not going to give. A lot of people are giving Brad Jones shit because he didn't leave. I don't think Brad's a bad guy at all. Why didn't they say anything about it? It was huge. Why did they just ignore it? That was so disappointing to me.
It's whatever, dude. Just ignore it.
Yeah.
Let them die. If they're so bad, let them die on their own. Yeah. That's what it is.
Let me go for my next topic. So I do actually have a Christmas one. You know what? We'll end it on the Christmas topic. Okay.
Okay.
Movie recommendation will be our last thing.
Are we still doing that? Because are we getting a guest next episode or no?
No, let's not do guests for a little while. Let's take a break from guests. We had a couple in a row. We had Will and
so Misfit's not coming on anytime soon.
He's coming on, but he I don't really know where he works, but he definitely does something in where the holidays are keeping him busy.
Gotcha. Understandable.
It's funny. It's so funny. I watched the guy's videos, and I don't know if he's ever said his real name in his videos. It's been a while since I've seen anything from him. It's like the old days of calling you Ziff Prod. I have no idea. I cannot remember what the guy's real name is. Maybe it's maybe he just doesn't really go by his real name anywhere. Maybe it's super obvious and I'm an asshole for missing it.
Maybe
but
change his name into 8-Bit Misfit legally.
Maybe that's legally his name. I don't really know, but it's just like the old days of calling you Zifprod all the time. Like, I don't know what his real name is offhand. Maybe
Why
I
did
actually
you call me
know that.
Zifprod though?
I called you Zifprod when I didn't really know who you were. It didn't last very long, but if you remember
because
my old
I remember
YouTube
calling
series,
Cassidy, Rachel, Kenny,
I was different.
Stuart. Like,
it took me a while to get everyone's names down, so I kept calling them by their YouTube names. If you remember that animated show I did, in that show everyone was called by their YouTube name. Those episodes are still up. You could watch them. That's what happened. That's what I did.
like
Cody
on video,
Dark,
I would understand that. Like, I'm just talking about, like, video chat or text PMs, whatever.
I think by the time we we started video chatting, I called you guys by your real name, but that was a whole year after I met you guys. Okay, so Sonic poster. Did you see any of the Sonic posters?
Yeah. I saw there was this one fan made one where it's like Sonic's face is just so disgusting looking. I don't know, it's like this really weaselly looking thing, and I'm like, oh, please don't be that. It's funny.
I want to share a picture. The art. We'll link the artist for this because I am showing someone else's artwork. I would ask permission if this was a bigger podcast, but it's not. So I'm
what's
just
the name of the illustrator?
I don't know his name. I retweeted it this.
Oh, so you'll send me it later, hopefully.
Yeah. I like this. I love this picture though. Oh, wait, what happened?
So the one on the left, you mean?
Just like all the different designs of Sonic over the year.
You're frozen.
And then you have you have the hideous one.
I mean, they make him look cute, so I don't know. I mean, his knees though. Did you see his knees? He works out.
Yeah.
That one.
I just like that picture. That's really good fan art. Sorry, I'm not saying your name on the episode, but you're not watching this, and B, we will link you. Check out that guy's page.
Are you gonna wear that the whole episode like a unicorn horn, like an idiot?
Probably. You can do a sequel to that one video you made.
What? No.
I'm joking. Yeah, that'd be very cringy and weird if you did that.
I hate it so much. I'm just gonna Photoshop it out. It's fine.
You're gonna do it frame by frame.
Throughout the whole
okay. Thing. Okay, my next topic, and this is a self-indulgent one. I've started uploading again. I've had 3 videos this week.
2 of them being like under a minute, I think. Right?
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay.
I like them both, by the way, but yeah.
One of them was just me completely out of sync. Did you watch the longer one?
Wait. There was the YouTube Rewind one. There was the one where you said you wanted to become a full-time YouTuber. I saw that one. The third one, which one was it?
That was Freddie. That was me and Fred's Fallen Out.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one yet. But that's an older recording. It's in the description. I read that.
Yeah. I want to mention this. My next video coming out is me trying one of these.
Candy cane.
It's a gag gift, and I'm going to do enough edits to where I think it's a fairly entertaining video. But it's a gag gift I bought because I wanted to attach it to all my family members' Christmas gifts. Mm-hmm. And I tried one in the video, and I'm actually because it's a candy cane that's coal flavored, and it's supposed to actually taste like coal. Like it's a gag gift. It's intention. They make these products now that intentionally taste terrible. So I decided I allowed my inner 12 to pull a little goof, but honestly, no one's gonna even eat. One of my family, I think, eats those. So. Eats regular candy canes, but I'm just gonna attach them anyway. I mainly purchased this because I was curious what it tasted like, and then in the video I try, and I was disappointed that it didn't taste worse. It's not a great gag gift. It really isn't. It's like it doesn't taste that bad. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like. It's one of those products that they advertise as one thing and just try to make money. I don't know. Gullible people like you. Hey, it's going to be way worse than I think it's going to be, like, over-exaggeration. What's so funny?
Just you saying, like, gullible people like you piece of shit. Fuck you.
You bought it. Like, yeah. It's gonna be so bad.
Intermission. I gotta get a drink.
Okay. Try to keep
the
talking.
crowd entertained.
Okay. Hey, what's up? I don't know if Mike's gonna ask me. He sent me this game on Steam. He bought this game on Steam, and sent it to me. This To the Moon, I think it was called. I played only a little bit of it and not much because I got really bored. But I will get to it eventually. Yeah, I was just really bored with it. If he does get to the topic, I'll talk a little bit about my experience. Little bits. Yeah. I've been playing Neverwinter. If anyone remembers that MMO. Yeah. Yeah, I know. My friend Teddy, like, asked me, like, hey, or no, he didn't ask me. He said he was gonna start playing the game. And then I was like, oh, cool, I'll start up a new file. And then he never played. Up to now, he still has not played the game yet. I was impatient and I just blazed through the game. I mean, I'm not finished, but I leveled up quite a bunch, man. So that's great. Also, Smash is great too. You know, a lot of good stuff happening, man, in the gaming scene, right? Like the gaming awards. And insert controversial furry gay black man thing here. If anyone knows what I'm talking about. It's pretty weird, dude. Pretty weird. Survived By was announced at the Game Awards. And that's a free game on Steam. I can that. That's really fun. That's a really great game, Survived By. I'd recommend it. It's really great.
So yeah.
Right. Up top.
I am like legitimately a terrible co-host. How many times do you?
What?
I'm a horrible co-host. How many times have I gotten up in the middle of an episode to go do something and then come back?
Usually that's out of your control because someone's usually yelling at you, hey, take out the garbage, fat fuck. And then you have to.
I have like 3 more topics before we get to our movie recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
I also need to check Netflix to make sure mine's still on Netflix. I have 2 just in case. Okay, so my will probably be a film recommendation later. I was tempted to make it this one, but I decided not to. Shrek Retold.
Oh, is that?
I invited you to join me in Austin. Here's the thing, like it's an intention. It's like
I know exactly what it is. I went on a Twitch stream randomly last week, and the guy played like I was at it late, but he played like the last maybe 10 minutes of it. And it was just all over the place. You know, I'm well aware of what it's about.
Ending, though?
The what?
The 80s synths ending.
The what?
Like the 80s ending. Like it's like an ending of an 80s movie.
Maybe.
That's how they end it.
Well, probably.
Dude, I genuinely love it though. Here's the thing, like, okay, obviously it's a meme. Like a lot of it is intentionally made poorly, but there are some people who put massive amounts of effort into this.
Yeah, there were some that were like, it goes from like really, really bad, like bootleg, like on the paper, and then it's like each frame is like beautifully, like it's You know those people. Well, I don't know exactly. I don't know what to call it. But when like how some people are able to play music that matches up with vocals, like people use music that sounds like people are saying words sometimes. I'm not describing it well. But it's like there's like these pianos that people play that actually sound words out. Okay, I'm clearly explaining. I kind of hear what you hit a key on a
thing
and it
I will recommend the person who made that part of the movie uploaded it to his channel, so I will recommend that as a recommendation too.
I
don't know the guy's channel. I don't know his name, but I have it in my liked videos. I'll send it to the directly. I'll just so you kind of understand what I'm talking about. I can't think of what it's called right now. There's like specific things I'm not.
The only thing I really didn't like about some of the parts were like the live action bits were mostly not that funny. Like there was one the part that I started with on was the guy he was just talking about things that it was like, you know, it's like looked like a review or something.
Oh, webcam guy. Yeah, to me I'm going to say
that was really unfunny and long.
Out of everything in the movie, that was the one part that I really disliked.
It was really boring.
Because he didn't make a scene. He made a YouTube video and they put it in the movie. I don't like that. It cut over a part of the film too. So now there's a couple scenes from the movie that aren't actually remade.
He was like talking about things that were just happening or something. Yeah.
But it wasn't even like he didn't even talk about what happened in that scene. He just wasted. I feel like that was a huge waste of time. I feel like probably a somewhat well-known YouTuber, and that's why he was in there. I genuinely love, even really bad. I love everything but his part.
I mean, honestly, when you think about,
because he didn't try. He didn't even like. I mean, some of the other people didn't try either. But I mean, he just turned his fucking webcam on. Like that sucks.
Honestly, like for him, he made like one of the worst moves he could have possibly made, like to get his channel a bit more out there. Because like, I mean, this movie kind of blew up in a way in a certain community. And at the same, you want to kind of be known as like, oh my god, that guy who did that part. Whoa, I want to check out what else he does because he was pretty funny in that. You know, if now he's going to be known as the guy who's like in the worst part of that movie that was a compilation of all these people working on it. You know,
yeah.
No one's going to check his channel out. No
there's some parts that I really. There's a scene where he does puppetry for it, and it's during the Hallelujah part. You remember the Hallelujah scene where they're playing that song? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They have this guy sing it, and he's like doesn't know like any of the words to the song. He keeps messing up, and he's like he's the right type of out there. Like he's kind of strange, but in a very likable, lovable way. And his scene is excellent. It's so good. It's it's like not even one of the best made scenes in the movie, but it looked like they actually put some real work into it, and it's just I love it so much, and it's like puppetry throughout the whole thing. And you know in the Shrek movie, like the dragon scene, like when Shrek fights off the dragon and escapes the castle. That is the coolest thing of Retold. Because the style changes so constantly, so it's just this fast-paced scene where change, very rarely drags on. There's one part where it's like this bad 3D animation that lasts for like a minute or two.
Okay.
And even that I don't hate though, because like the animation isn't that great. But the backgrounds he made are kind of fun to look at. Like it's like it's not impressive per se, like quality-wise, but it's impressive just how much he did. Because he made a lot for it.
I'm curious, like, you invited me to that session. Like, did you record it with Austin at all? Like,
No, I didn't. I thought about doing like a Mackle and Zatch type of video for that, but another part of me was just stressed out that night, and I was like, this needs to be an escape. You know, this needs to be. I want to sit down and enjoy a movie without it being recorded.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, it happens.
Hey, Dad, did you call me? Did you call me? Yeah. Oh, I thought
fucking disappointment. What a loser.
I thought I heard my dad.
My dad.
See. But Shrek Retold. I mean, I don't know. Would you want to watch that? Like,
I mean, are you inviting me to a session? Like, because you've already seen it though. If we record that.
Well, I mean, I'm not even thinking about recording it. I mean, I'd be down to watch it over a call with you. But I'm probably, dude. I just want you to see it.
I'll probably see it on my own time eventually. I don't know.
I might. I won't do it for this week's recommendation, but I might do it for a future recommendation. So yeah, that's just I want to talk about Shrek Retold a little bit. That's another recommended video.
Oh, you want me to write that down for this one then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know when I'll recommend it. I'll basically.
I really should write Illustrator Sonic picture too.
I'll send you these links while we're still in this call.
What was the second one before the second recommended thing?
My other one was just a scene from Shrek Retold. So you know what? Forget that. I'll just recommend Shrek Retold.
Okay.
Like I won't recommend the specific scene. There's a scene where maybe someone will get what I'm talking about. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'll just sound really dumb.
Two things.
It's one of my favorites scenes in the movie. And then next there is two more things I wrote down, and one of them we kind of dived on a little bit. How was Smash Ultimate?
I'm still unlocking characters, dude. The thing is,
do you own the game now?
What's up?
Do you own it now?
Yeah, I got it like what's the day? Friday. I got it like 2 days ago. I ordered it on Sunday, And of course, business days you have to wait for, so it didn't come in the mail until Wednesday. So
I think that's
Teddy
so
played immediately
exciting.
because he works at GameStop, and he's been blazing through the game. But I was able to play a little bit, like I said, at the Hanukkah party. So
I feel like that's so
yeah.
exciting unlocking characters in that game.
Do you remember how when they announced that you only start with 8? Like, there's like 72, 74 characters in all, not counting Piranha Plant and Joker that are coming later, not counting the 4 other question mark characters we don't know. The unknown ones.
I really dislike how in Wii U, I like the Wii U version a lot, but I really dislike you can unlock 8 characters. That's so boring.
And three of them are like post, subspace, right? Like Wolf, Jiggly, and whoever else.
No. I'm talking about in the 4th one. In the Wii one, you can unlock quite a few characters. In Wii U, you unlock 8. And none of them are that interesting either. Yeah, you unlock 8 characters. You unlock Duck Hunt.
I don't remember that. Wow.
Yeah, I resetted the game on myself because I wanted to go through and like see what it feels like to unlock characters.
Because they knew there was going to be more anyway along the way, like the DLC stuff, like Mewtwo.
They give you Sonic, Pac-Man, Mega Man, like all these characters that I really think should have been unlockables.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Our first
there's
reactions were they gave you Mega Man right away. Yeah.
Yeah, there's such a charm to unlocking the character. Fun. I don't know why they gave. I mean, that kind of kills it for me a little bit.
In this one, there's like so many different ways to unlock characters. You can just like randomly go in Smash mode, fight characters, and then challenger approaches. And
then
like
there's the story mode, right?
It's really funny when you first play the game, first start playing Ultimate, and you're like just wanting to test out a character or whatever that you don't play with that often, and then all of a sudden a challenger appears, and you have to play as that character, and you're like, oh no! And the difficulty, by the way, to get these characters is pretty high. Like they kick your ass sometimes.
The story mode looks kind of dumb to me.
It's
I mean, the cutscenes at least are dumb.
There's not too many. But like, if you're one of those people that like collecting everything and like trying to clear out the whole map as much as you can, like it can be fun. And there's like this whole strategy thing to it, like of which spirits to assign and which ones to level up. Because I didn't really like it too much, but it's kind of like this. It's kind of fun because like certain ones there's like this Pokemon thing where like there's this triangle of like, okay, arms is stronger than grab is stronger than shield, and shield is stronger than arms, and then there's a neutral class as well for spirits, and then there's these support spirits that help you out in battle, giving you like increased speed or like increased damage when you're badly damaged, little things that help, and like certain ones that kick your ass, and like there's attack powers, and you should have one that's higher, and that's why you level up some of them. I don't know, it's just fun. It's fun to collect them all, and then there's a spirit board to unlock more. I don't know. You strategize which ones you should use and which ones not. So
I really wish that
it's in depth.
Yeah. You know what else I liked about the story mode though? That Melee and more so Brawl had. There was levels. I liked the levels.
I watched a video on it recently about how like I still loved Subspace Emissary, but there was a lot wrong with it, technically. So
no, sure.
It wasn't perfect. Like, when you turn a fighting game into like a platformer, yeah.
They could perfect it though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
when you compare it to Subspace, you just want, you to like what Subspace did, of going back and forth from playing as 2 or 3 characters in one area and then going like on another side of the world with DK and whoever else, Yeah. Samus and Pikachu,
It's fun seeing those characters. It's just fun seeing those characters together.
Yeah.
And like World of Light, it has that opening. I looked at the cutscenes online. It has that opening cutscene, and then you don't see the characters at all again after that.
There's the only cutscenes you get during that are like what I've seen as like the bosses. Right now, I've encountered Giga Bowser as a boss, and I have not yet to beat him. He's very tough. Mario and Link. I tried fighting him. He's ridiculous. Getting his health down, it's really tough. And you can't. It's not like a regular character too. Like you can't grab him and swing him everywhere. Like they're whatever. If you're next to him, if you're on top of him, he's gonna do those attacks and he charges them up and he launches you sometimes, and you're like, I only have this much left, and then he KOs you, and you can't. Like Subspace is a bit easier because if you lose a character, if you remember the next character in your slot, you get, But with the boss fights in World of Light, it's way more difficult to actually challenge you. You die, and that's it. You have that one stock, and you got a rematch all over again. So it's a challenge at least compared to Subspace, which I like. Most of the fights in World of Light, actually, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just complaining about nothing. Really, it's I Smash.
It depends on whether you like playing Smash casually or like wanting to delve a bit into the competitive, just a bit, not just putting your toes in a bit.
I've been playing online a little bit. I think I'm either I'm like getting really bad people who are still, which honestly, the pros at Smash Bros probably aren't on the Wii U version anymore, but I'm like I'm either better at the game or everyone is horrible.
You're doing good.
I'm doing very well.
Who are you playing as?
I keep switching back and forth. The ones that I've been like playing, weirdly enough, and I just keep playing with characters and see what works with me.
I just realized the bow where it is right now looks like you have a unibrow. Looks really weird.
Oh. Well, the ones I've been playing as most, honestly, the ones I've been switching back and forth through, and they're, in my opinion, they're weird characters to pick. Is Rosalina Luma, the Mii sword fighter, and Cloud. Those are the three that I seem to do the best with.
Ah, now Kirby. You've been leveled up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm horrible with Kirby, honestly. I think I just like Kirby.
Yeah.
I saw a post that I thought was kind of funny. It was talking about Sakurai telling the developers how to program each character. How many times can a character jump? Twice. They're like, okay, unless if it's one of my characters, and they can jump as much as
Yeah.
I love Jigglypuff too, and I'm okay with Jigglypuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Like I think at first I was doing it as a joke, just because Jigglypuff is kind of a joke character. But just the longer I play as the character, the more I've enjoyed the character. I think it's
I find it always a bit difficult of like when the right time to down B is to put him to sleep. I always screw that up.
Yeah, I never mess with that because I messed that up too. I really like I don't know. I like cute characters too, though. Like I don't know. Like I'm not gay, but
never said you were. Maybe you're just a weeb. Who knows, man?
Immediately get defensive.
Yeah. You know.
No, like like in Mario Kart, I play as Isabelle every single time. I don't know. I like cute characters. I
gotta try Isabelle in Smash. I unlocked her recently. I tried Inkling Kid too. When Teddy came over and we unlocked him together, I tried the Inkling Kid. I feel like I could be good with him as a main. Right now, Link and Mario, I seem to be good with, but I gotta get better.
Yeah.
Ridley, I hear, is very low tier, by the way. Like, apparently he sucks, which I feel bad for Stuart. But at the same time, I have seen a stream where I saw someone playing as Ridley against someone, and he was just kicking that guy's ass as Ridley.
So I think you can master any character in Smash. I was like very surprised.
Than others, yeah.
I was really surprised when like I saw how good Stuart got with Peach.
Petch.
I had a good I had a really good semester this year. I just finished yesterday. And I'm still waiting back on my final score for my general statistics exam, my final advanced web design project, and my final macroeconomic exam. But I did well on everything prior to that, so I think I did well. I had a good semester, and I was very nervous for a few days because I got my bill for my next semester, and my financial aid didn't go all the way through. So it was saying I was going to owe like $2,000, like close to $2,500 still. And I'm like, okay, time to get the freelance going. And but luckily yesterday was a good day school-wise because 1, I finished, 2, I got a 100% on my health final, which was just this massive report we had to do. It was like 20 pages. And I got 100 on it. That made me very happy.
Hey.
And I also got 100 on the video PSA I had to do. I felt very flattered during that. Like, I don't want to sound too pretentious because I probably will. I got a lot of praise for my video because it was a health class. I know everyone who goes to ESU is required to take a health class, and our professor decided that a PSA is the final project, like part of the final project for health class, and no one there had video experience but me. So my video was like, and again, this is going to sound egotistical of me. I'm not trying to sound rude when I say this. I actually enjoyed a lot of the very good scripts. My video was significantly better made than any video in that class. Like nothing even came close.
That's like a competitive Smash player kicking a bunch of newbies'
I
asses
know,
and being
again,
like, "Oh yeah, look how great! I'm so good at the game."
And I know it. And like, the thing is, it's the thing that I find flattering is not so much that like everyone else's videos were less like well made because they don't have the experience. It was more so just an audience of people who don't have like aren't expecting anything and see something made by someone who's doing it. That's the part that I found flattering. It was just, I don't know, something nice presenting to a classroom that don't really know that you can do this thing. And then they see you can do this thing, and I don't know, I got complimented for it. I felt good about myself. Again, like not shitting on it. Like if I had to do a paint and for class, it would be below elementary school level, you know?
Yeah, stick figure.
Yeah, it'd be like a stick figure. It'd look horrible.
With
and
a
I think some of
sideways L
them,
for a gun. Yeah.
and I think some of them had better scripts than me. I'm talking completely on the technical side. Some of them had better, more informative scripts than I did. But yeah, no, that felt very good. And then finally, the final good bit of good news I got yesterday is my financial aid did all go through, and the school actually owes me a student refund, so I'm getting some money.
Nice.
And I have to pay it all back, obviously. Refund I got to pay off my student loans, because my financial aid is essentially student loans. But you know, I'm gonna get work pretty much right after school and pay that off. It'll be a bit of a bitch, but it could be a lot worse. I think by the time I'm out of school, I'll be paying like close to like $30,000 in student loans, maybe a little higher. But I feel very capable of doing it. I'm gonna get my plan is just I'm not gonna fucking hesitate at all. Just a second, I have to do an internship in this next fall. I'm gonna do that internship and try to get a job there. I think I'm just gonna absolutely go into it and just try to fucking nail it. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to that hour mark because I know you started at 8:54.
Yeah.
So we have like 12 minutes left. Do you want to talk about something festive related to end this Christmas episode, Hanukkah episode?
Like what?
Well, one thing we never talked about in the older ones, and I don't know if there's really a lot of material for this subject. Because we've talked about the shows we watched, we talked about the movies we watched. What about music? Because there's a lot of Christmas music.
I hate festive music so much. Whenever it plays in a store,
really?
I cringe so much. I hate it. Especially when it plays in November or anytime earlier, like especially that. But
yeah, I don't like it when I hate
December,
it when they start playing it early.
Give it a pass, but still.
I like a lot of Christmas music, and acknowledging that it's all like so fucking sappy.
Yeah.
I think the only one that I find to be like legitimately good is the one that John Lennon did.
Which one?
It's like just a very Merry Christmas. There's like a choir of kids at the end of it, and it's not even a great song. It's like kind of, I don't know. It's kind of nice. It's a nice song, I think.
For me, I'm always expecting because my family likes the singer Michael Bublé. You know, my cousin has a huge crush on him, so of course.
I actually do have to say this though, like Hanukkah music. I don't know a lot of it, but I used some of it in the Bemis and Company Hanukkah special that we did a year or two ago. And I actually legitimately thought some of it sounded very nice.
I've never heard a single Hanukkah music.
Well, go to that video and watch it again.
No. You're not the boss of me. I spent my Chanukah already, mister.
Oh, I gotta do a final video for Gay. This is gonna hurt me when it happens, dude. That's so weird saying goodbye to someone that you've known so long.
You need to record videos when he's not watching very illegally, and then post it as a video as a tribute, like videos of his ass.
We decided, me, him, and Nick decided that on Sunday we're gonna keep recording our Spyro Let's Play. So Gage has one more Shenana Pals Let's Play after he leaves. I That's a bummer too. Gage was going to become our like third because it's me and Brent right now, but it was going to be me, Brent, and Gage. I know that's going through. I don't know what I want to do with Gage, but I know I want to do a final video. Just don't really know what to do. Like I'm thinking now, but I also don't want to spend too much time on it because I don't want to spend my last couple months with him here filming stuff. I want to do something good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it messed with me.
Did you ever? Because you know, you've talked a few times on here about you know, him sending you stuff on Xbox or whatnot. Like, have you tried sending him one thing? Make that full circle.
Me and him are definitely going to stay in contact, and Xbox will probably be a great way to do that.
But before the game's like something like that, I don't know.
What are you saying?
Like you send him one game.
Oh, did I send him a video game?
Or you could if you haven't. You know what I mean?
I definitely should, yeah.
Goodbye.
I didn't even like you, Nick, and Austin to the moon. I didn't gift it to Gage because I didn't think it'd be the kind of thing he'd enjoy, but I started thinking of something to get Gage. It's just so weird now. Like tonight, like it really didn't hit me right away. Like when Gage told me he was leaving, I was like, well, I'm sad to see you go, man, but gotta do what you gotta do. And like just as I'm driving around with him tonight, I'm just thinking about it more and more. Like, holy shit. Like this guy isn't gonna be around anymore. That's weird. That's weird the more I think about it. And I'm not too upset about it because again, I know it's gotta happen. But it's just yeah, it's a weird thing to think about. It's weird that he's not going to be down the street anymore because he's just been so close for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like the end of an era, you know.
I mean, I know this is like the day that you found it, or yeah, but that's also like he's telling you like this time gap too, like very soon too. He's going, so it's like a lot to take in.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you know, again, mixed feelings. I'm happy for him. Yeah. But yeah, it's just interesting. It's weird. It's weird when you really think about it. Well, yeah.
I wish you saw Wreck-It Ralph too to like get this. Like because he does something like to keep Vanellope in his, you know, with him. You know, by the end of the movie, she just like, you know, she moves somewhere else, and now they're communicating far away, video chat wise. But it's like I'm just like imagining you as Ralph, just like keeping little Vanellope with facing Gage on her, just like stay. And like,
is there a scene like that at Wreck-It Ralph? I could do an edit.
He does this thing where he sends I'm actually spoiling the movie now, whatever. But like he sends this virus across the internet, and you know, and it wants to become her friend, and it's like the mirrored version of him, and he's like he gets to see himself wanting to keep Vanellope like the big. He's like the virus turns into a giant red him. He's like Vanellope, a friend, you know, whatever. She's like no, and he's like wait, version of me. I let me tell you, you know. You can't just keep her, whatever. Here's moral of the story. And then he's like, okay. And then he glows into yellow light, pretty lights. And then the virus dies. And then he learns, Ralph learns in under 15 minutes from him sending the virus out to him saying the city get destroyed to now he knows. It's a stupid movie. First movie was way better. Also, they promised Mario and no Mario.
And we didn't get Mario like they promised.
We got more Sonic lines, though.
Is he in more than that one scene where he corrects him with Wi-Fi?
He's in a few scenes, I think. There's also Zangief, I think, from Street Fighter. You know, it's whatever. There's a scene where Ralph and Vanellope are at a bar drinking root beer, and I think people online have been joking, like memeing, like, oh, Vanellope drank beer, but it's root beer, and it's a stupid joke.
Yeah, sounds dumb.
Like, why would they put beer in a Disney movie anyway? Like, think, people. I don't know.
Stupid.
See Wreck-It Ralph 2 today.
Check it out in theaters. My
Give
recommendation.
them money because they definitely need it.
All right.
They sure do.
Well, while we get ready to wrap this up, let me grab where's my phone?
Recommendations.
Oh, it's my phone. Yeah, I got to make sure that my movie's still on Netflix.
I saw one recently.
Shit, I don't have the Netflix app.
I saw one recently that I want to recommend, and hopefully you haven't seen it. Have you ever seen The Big Lebowski?
No, I haven't actually.
It's on Netflix now, and I saw it yesterday. It's pretty great. Pretty great movie. It's all over the place.
Do you have the Netflix app on your phone?
Yes.
Can you check for me?
Hold on. Let me log in.
My recommendation is Moon.
Wait a minute. I gotta log in, you idiot.
My recommendation is Wreck-It Ralph 2.
I've already seen the movie, idiot.
My recommendation. Let me know when you're ready. I'm a little drunk now.
Okay. It's really bright. Tell me.
Do you have it up?
Yes.
Okay. So it's called Moon. I think it was from 2009. It has Sam Rockwell in it.
Okay, I see it.
Is it there? Is it on Netflix? That's my recommendation too. I saw that earlier this year and I really loved it.
Okay.
So you'll watch Moon and I'll watch The Big Lebowski.
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 Lebowski. What the hell is that?
That's a big one. That for you to just have seen and for me to never have seen. But I'm gonna destroy this ribbon.
Great.
Christmas
That's
is
pretty
canceled.
festive, man. Insert hanging yourself joke here because it's a string, and look what else I can do with this object. Physical comedy.
What's more Christmas than physically consuming it?
Not physically consuming and, decorating around your tree. He's actually choking on it. Now you see, ladies and gentlemen, you shouldn't do that, obviously. I shouldn't be the one to tell you this. You shouldn't have to watch this to know this. It's common knowledge. Who on earth would even try that? You would wonder. Let me educate you.
It hurt a little bit.
Michael the penis here is one of those people. 100%.
Michael Bemis does not condone.
But yet he has done it just now.
Michael Bemis does not condone the actions of Michael Bemis.
Yeah. That makes it okay, right? If someone kills someone else or drowns a dog, can they back that up with saying, "Oh, but I don't condone this"? Does it make them a better person?
No.
Then you shouldn't put ribbons in your mouth and try eating it.